Hey guys, it's your girl Shella, and guess what? We got some apple crisp homemade by Shella's Creations Way. Come on, take a bite. Oh yeah, the top is so crunchy and delicious. Follow along on this easy, quick recipe and get your crunch on with this homemade, oh yeah, homemade apple crisp. Good. Grab your fork, grab a saucer plate, and come on and eat this dessert with me right now. All right, you guys, so these are the ingredients. Oh yeah, these are the ingredients. We have 2 sticks of margarine. You can use butter. We have 2 cans of apple pie filling. We have ground nutmeg, ground cinnamon. We have vanilla flavoring or vanilla extract. We got about a 1/4 cup of pecans. Pecans, nuts are optional. We have our honey roasted granola oats. Oh yeah, that's gonna be the star of the show. We got all-purpose flour. We got cornstarch. We have our sugar. We have a little of baking powder. Oh yeah. Oh, did I forget about the rolled oats? Oh yeah. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna go ahead and add our pie filling in the bowl. And again, we have 2 cans of pie filling. And once we add those pie fillings to the bowl, we're going to put about 2 teaspoons of the vanilla flavoring, and we're going to mix that up. Now, once we get all that mixed up, you'll see the pan, the baking pan over there. I have cooking oil. I have already greased it. So we're going to take those apples once they've been mixed with the vanilla flavoring, and we'll put them in our pan that we're going to be baking in. Now be sure to spread the apple filling evenly at the bottom. You can use any type of pie filling. You can use cherries, you can use strawberries, you can use peaches, but it's that same recipe. Of sugar, and we're gonna measure it out. We're gonna also, to that sugar, we're going to add our baking powder. Just about 2 tablespoons full of baking powder. sure to pack it down. Pack it down on top of your fruit. Okay, so now we're ready to do our oats. Now we're gonna do 2 cups, and I think I'm just gonna pour all of it in here. I think I have about 2.5 cups of oats. That's 1, 2, and we'll just put the rest in there. So maybe about 2.25 cups of oats. Now this is the feature. We have these granola. Now the recipe, if you guys have brown sugar, you can add brown sugar to this at this point, which is probably about a cup of brown sugar packed. But because I'm using these oats and they're already sweetened, I'm going to omit putting in brown sugar. Now once again, if you don't use those oats, you can put the brown sugar in. And optional, pecans, walnuts, whatever type of nuts you want, grind them up, dice them, however you want them. You're gonna put about a teaspoon of nutmeg, and you'll put 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. So we'll just put the rest of that in there. Can't go wrong with cinnamon. And now we have our 2 sticks of softened butter or margarine. So we're going to put both sticks in there. And once we get those sticks in there, we are going to take and just mix those oats and that butter and make sure that the butter is all creamed in with those oats, because that's how you're going to get that good old nice crust at the top. Oh yeah. And now at this point, once you've creamed your butter in with your oats, you can add about 2 tablespoons of your cornstarch. I know y'all been waiting. When am I going to add the cornstarch? I'm actually not going to add my cornstarch. I'm actually going to just utilize what I have here. So you can, at this point, add the cornstarch, or you can omit the cornstarch. So now we're ready to spread our topping. And we're gonna put all of this on top, and as you're putting it on there, make sure that it goes to every corner and that you're flattening it and pressing it down. Because remember, that butter in there is gonna melt and it's gonna get all into that layer that you put on top of those fruit, and it's gonna make it have that perfect crust. So yeah, just make sure you pack it down and make sure you get those oats in all of the corners, like so. Now you're gonna bake this for about 35 to 45 minutes. 35 to 45 minutes on a preheated oven of 350. And just remember, the apple crisp is all about that crust. Oh, yeah. If you guys want to use fresh fruit, just make sure you take your fresh fruit and kind of like maybe put it over the stove and heat it up with a little brown sugar and some flavoring before you apply it to this. But again, this is canned apple pie, and you can use any type of pie filling. And look at that crust. Do you see that crust? Now I'm going to give you a bite because this is so good. If you guys want to make this apple crisp made Shella's Creations way, y'all follow my step-by-step instructions and you will have the same goodness. If you want to top it with some Cool Whip or even top it with some ice cream on this warm apple crisp, it would be even more delectable. There's your bite. I hope you enjoyed. Hit me up in the comment sections below, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and become my family too. Oh yeah, PromoSTK.